Filter. I need to the plan.
I'm in low on that.
Don't throw your fellow German under the
I'm retired, remember?
Yeah, I do.
Boy, you still have it?
Understand totally.
Teacher retirement's not very much.
Guess what? Don't let him practice.
It's
How about that lady on?
hey.
Yeah.
Committee meeting of Avoyelles. Bow your head. Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity. Grant us the wisdom and before us, and may all our decisions reflect integrity and seek the good of all. In your holy name we pray, amen. Amen. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon. A few announcements before we get started. Number one, the regular meeting will be held Wednesday, November 12th, 2025, in lieu of Veterans Day. Number two, we'll have a plaque presentation for Miss Marina Gadget that same day. She's, what, 40 years, Mark?
A little over 40 years.
40 years on the library board, so that's the least we can do. All right, we'll have a public hearing.
There'll be more done than that.
Yeah. Public hearing on the litter ordinance, about 1 acre lot for all new construction in rural areas at 4:30. Then we'll have a public hearing changes to the litter ordinance at 4:45 p.m. The planning commission will meet Wednesday, November 26th, 5 o'clock at the maintenance office in Mansoura. And sixth litter hearing panel will be Tuesday, November 18th at 1:30 in this room here, okay? First, we'll start with the delegates. I'd ask that you limit your time to 3 minutes, and we'll start with Mr. Ron Borlaug.
Good afternoon, Ron Borlaug with Tunica, Biloxi. Thank you for having us here today. The first request we have, and I'll pass out this drawing, is on 8 Goes Out Road. We're asked to spearhead doing a limited access, similar to what's done on Sugar Point and Johnson Road. Is y'all aware of what issues there, that there's, it gets eroded over the weekends? We've had to, the tribe, because I have H2O in our road inventory, I'm able to spend money on rock, but the jury has also spent a lot of money on rock on that road repairs, a lot of grading, and the limited access would hopefully curtail that activity on the weekends and tearing up the road. And so we have met with most of the landowners. We have one more private meeting, which anybody's welcome to come that's involved with this next week to get the last few on board. And once that's done, this is our preliminary plan. So you'll see the north gate that we're proposing is right. The yellow boundary is the tribes. Just inside the north boundary of the tribe would be the north gate, and the south one is just north of the culvert on the southern end of H2O Road. And that's the road that parallels the levee between Highway 107 and then down to River Road, 5th Ward. So I'm here to answer any questions, but I understand it takes a public hearing that would be at the next meeting, and we'll gladly attend that and give y'all updates as far as what property owners are on board with it, which ones have issues for the final placement of the gates. And we understand that the landowners will have to pay for the gates, but it's it'll be similar arrangement that's done with the signage and gate, same type of gates that are on the other roads where you'll have limited access.
Do we have limited access?
Ron, is there any residents in that area?
There is a residential home in that area. It's not occupied. It's
Yeah,
just
'cause
an
I know-
abandoned home.
Yeah.
But, you know, it'll work just like the other ones. You're a property owner, you have some type of stake in there, like levy board or whatnot, you have a key. So property owners, the jury, anybody that has a, you know, any kind of interest, if you're just somebody that normally cuts through on that road as a shortcut, you probably won't have access to unless the jury allows. Because it'll stay Parish Road, just limiting the access with gates, so. Any questions on that?
Like on Sugar Point, you know, it stays open during the day. It's supposed to be closed on the weekend, but it's still open.
Yeah, and I think every road has different hours or different gatekeepers and their schedules, but, we understand, I believe the jury understands this, that most of that activity is either late at night or on weekends. It probably won't fix 100% of it, cause, you know, I live next to Sugar Point Road and it still gets torn up every now and then, but it's not near as bad as prior to having the gates. Yeah.
I just emphasize, you know, trying to reach out to all them landowners and get it okay with them, so.
We spoke to all of them. We've been trying to set up a meeting with, we have one property or two that we have to really go over the details with, but hopefully we get them on board.
You think you'll have problems with them too?
They have some, each of them has their own separate issues as far as for like where the turnaround's gonna be and where the gate's gonna be. They don't want it on them, or they want it moved further north, but, you know, as soon as you put the gate somewhere and they start rutting right in front of their property, they're gonna wanna move it. And so that's what I've seen in the past, is you having to move it, because instead of mud riding, you know, where we stopped it, now they start cutting up in front of the people that didn't want the gate. So, but we're gonna do our best to find the best location for them.
You gonna be able to keep them from going around your gate?
Oh, yeah, they have the levee on one side.
They're actually building a fence. Stop it.
Yeah, we're gonna try to prevent that as best we can. We're putting up a new
I
fence
mean,
as we
the
speak.
guys that are rutting your road, they don't care what else they rut.
Yeah.
Correct. I mean, we're gonna try to prevent that the best we can, but even on Sugar Point Road, and Kevin can probably attest, is they ram gates. You know, we've seen the big steel gates and they'll ram them, so we're gonna just do our best. Maybe replacing a gate is cheaper than, you know, $5,000 of rock, you know, per year.
Right.
So,
All right.
Is it worth putting cameras so that you
Cool.
can catch people?
we put them, it's just hard to catch, you know, somebody at the middle of the night going, and then we don't, because of where it's located, we have, like game cameras. So not the best resolution, and it's hard to catch them.
They got like a ranger out there. He's like I guess he's a civilian vigilante.
And
He
when
patrols that road now.
we've had some issues with that culvert out there too, so, you know, I would think that'd be a strong point where you wanna put that gate.
Yeah, we have a property on that south of the culvert that wants to put it before him,
Yeah.
so that would help that.
Okay, all right.
Okay, the second item I have is, Garin Lane. So, if y'all familiar with Garin Lane, Bo, if you could help, give everybody one of those.
What color is? Big brick color.
Not there anymore.
So the aerial you have has it outlined in red, and then I have the same road that's on a survey, but the color map with it shown in red, you know, the bottom portion is in the city limits. You see the purple line? So everything to the right of the purple line is in the city limits. So that little segment in red, Garin Lane is a parish road, and it only serves the Garin building and then that one driveway that goes to Energy. So, y'all know the tribe was requested to remove the culvert. We accomplished that with the help of the jury, and in the midst of all that, we talked about y'all revocating that right of way, getting rid of taking it off your list. So you won't have to maintain it anymore, and the tribe has no objection to it. So what I understand, this also requires a public hearing to revocate that road, so y'all would just relinquish it back to the original property owners, and I am working to add that to the tribe's road inventory. So we can spend money on it, fix it up, and put a new bridge, or, you know, we have access to federal highway bridge funds, just like y'all do, so this would be the first step in it. But whether you revocate that road right away or just leave it a parish road, we can still spend money on it once I get it in my inventory. So it'd be similar to Slim Lemoyne Road. It's still a parish road, but as y'all know, the tribe resurfaced almost a mile of it. So that's the other one. Any questions about Garen, or?
You said something about it going back to its original.
It, I don't quite understand the legalities of, Rhett probably understands this better than me, but it, right now the tribe owns the property under the road bed, so I think it would go back to the tribe. It's,
So they don't need to go back, it just go to them, the road?
They would have first choice to.
the actual property, y'all have access rights. So you're advocating the access rights. So DOTD has similar roads where they only have the access rights and the maintenance. So in other words, that asphalt and base section of roadway, that would take that off your list and you wouldn't have to maintain it anymore if you revocate it. If you leave it like it is, it stays a parish road. Y'all still have to maintain it if y'all currently do.
We don't have no use for that.
Nope.
Not at all.
No, this one does y'all a favor,
Yep.
Yeah.
on this
Okay.
item.
No one usually have, no one but the tribe have use for it.
Yeah, Energy may have access to that first driveway, but other than that, it's just for whoever owns the Garen building, and currently it's the tribe.
Okay,
Okay, thank y'all.
all right. Next up, we have Mr. Jeffrey Rayburn.
Thank you.
Some info, guys. It'll have all my, I'll share that one. It'll have all my MSDS sheets on this product. I'm with Seven Arrow Stabilizers. I represent Soil Chem. We have a product that I have in Rapides. I have it in Claiborne Parish. I have it in Faraday and Concordia. I have it in Tensall. I have it in 19 counties in the state of Mississippi. This product is a chemical that takes the place of soil cement. We get the same results, we get the same densities, but we get it for a third of the cost. We get it for a less, I guess you could say, machine and labor application. The roads that we have done in Rapides, I live in Rapides, we've done roads in Rapides where I have tried to make it fail. The roads that I have done there are some that have gone into saline. The water has taken the roads, and you can go on those roads right now and see where the water's come up intact. We're using it on the gravel roads to limit the maintenance. I have gravel roads that we've done the chemical that they haven't bladed in over a year. Concordia is taking the roads that they have, and they're actually grinding up asphalt roads, bringing the clay to the top, putting the chemical in, packing them down, and chip sealing. To where soil cement, I'm sure y'all well aware, I know Mr. Kevin is, about $70,000, $80,000 a mile. I can do a mile of road in this chemical for less than $14,000.
How thick though?
Sir?
How thick can you go?
6 inches.
6?
The gravel roads, we take a motor grader, we plow the road, we plow it open, bust it open, take a water truck, we put the chemical out.
When we put the chemical out, we roll the road back over, we pack it in 4 hours, the process is complete, it's done. You don't have to we don't shut traffic down. It doesn't get all over the cars, it's not like tack and cement. One of the thing about it is the lifespans. You know, the parishes, this stuff is designed to do it at your own pace. The parishes, Rapides, I have the same trouble with all of them because they can't go and do 3 or 4 miles at a time. The chemical comes in a tote. You take the tote, and when you take it, you draw out what you need for that day, put the tote in a barn or under a shed, whatever, and come back in 5 years and use it again. It does not go bad. The weather, this stuff for some reason, loves the water. It was developed in Oklahoma. They're used in Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. I have a DOTD approval pending in Arkansas and Kansas right now. That's how much they like it. I brought it down here, and one of the main places I tested it was for Craig and Rapides in the swamp, and then I tested it in Evangeline. We put it in the middle of a rice field, and this wasn't even a gravel road. This was a dirt road. And we put it down. 6 weeks later, the water took it. It stayed underwater for 6 months. And the water receded, and it looks just like this floor. You know, for the guys in Mississippi, they're doing the gravel roads with it. They're content with that. Tensaw's going to do gravel. I know that rock is very, very expensive right now. Now, the chemical, you know, whenever we do it and we put it down, blading the gravel roads is over with. You can cut them, but you're not going to cut them but about that deep. That's it. That's how hard it's going to get. The motor graders won't push it. Cool. When I first started with this 2 years ago, I had nowhere for anybody to go see. Well, now I've got plenty of places. Craig Smith's done a bunch. I've got the district out in Heightston. They're fixing to do some. Like I said, Concordia's done 15 miles. I mean, they took stuff and took asphalt roads, rented a grinder. They rented the grinder, put the chemical down for a base. They rented a packer because they didn't have that, and then they got a guy to come in and chip seal them. And by the time that they're chip sealing those roads and got the whole process done, base and all, they're going to have about $35,000 a mile in a road. Brad Rudd come and looked at some of my roads in Concordia Parish because he give a bid on the chip seal bid. Yes, sir. And he come and looked at them, and he called me when he left. He said, "This is some of the most impressive stuff I've ever seen." They have asphalt roads that they pull clay through, put the chemical in, and packed it back down, and yeah, they're like driving on cement. And those are farm roads. They have hauled, and we did this in the peak of harvest season, to where they drove loads and loads and loads and loads out of them. It never failed.
Have you got an idea about how long a road lasts after?
I do, because one of the first roads that I did was the Paul Road, one into Saline for Craig. We did that one 2 years ago. That road, and Craig wanted to do a 1/4 mile. We did the 1/4 mile where you drop off the blacktop and go in where it goes underwater. And we stopped. Then there's another 1/4 mile before wildlife picks up. The 1/4 mile that we did, whenever you come off of it, when you drop off of that on the wildlife side, it's not even a question. It's soft, it's sticky, it's pothole. This section that Craig did has been underwater twice in 2 years.
You visit tomorrow?
No,
around
sir.
8 o'clock?
No,
We
sir.
got a road and bridge meeting,
Yes, sir.
and I'd like to invite you.
Yes, sir.
It's in Manservant.
Man, sir. Yes, sir.
On the, you talk about the medical data sheet.
Yes, sir.
What should we be concerned with?
No, there's no concerns. This chemical is all green friendly, and it's very funny because I get the same reaction from everybody. Whenever I bring it and you open it, you're gonna swear that I'm selling you liquid feed for cows. It is a molasses bonded chemical.
So you think you could make our meeting in the morning?
Yes, sir, I sure can.
Kev, you gonna give him the rest?
Just text me.
I got his information.
Okay. Anybody else question?
Do you mill it just like salt cement?
You can grind it, Concordia on those asphalt roads, we run the grinder down 2 inches, and just basically grinded the asphalt off. Took a water truck, dispersed it out. It's no perfect science. I mix 60 gallons of chemical per 8,000 gallons of water. That's how that does a mile. That's how potent it is. There's no agitation. Whenever we put the water in the truck, I put the chemical in, it's mixed. I have a video on my phone. I had a supervisor in Wayne County, Mississippi that didn't have a water truck. He put it out with a fire truck. I mean, it's completely user friendly. They sprayed it out with a water hose. You know, and like I said, whenever I first got to messing with it and got to looking at it, my boss, I met him in Oklahoma, and he told me, told me about this chemical. I said, man, I pour concrete for a living. I got a concrete company. And I said, there's no way you're gonna make me believe a chemical does what concrete does. And he did a road in Oklahoma City, and my wife's family lives about 2 miles from it, and I watched it for 5 years. And in 5 years, they drove 18-wheelers over it, and it looks like it's floored. And at that time, I said, okay. I said, we'll go with it. But yes, sir, like I said, I'd be happy to come in the morning. I have no problem with that.
How long has this product been around?
We have, Soil Pack has been out for about 8.5 years.
You're in Oklahoma?
Yes, sir. My boss developed this product in his garage.
And you said 6 inches for a mile, cost you're looking at would be about what?
It'll be under 14,000.
14,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
didn't mishear that.
Yes, ma'am.
You can do 6 inches thick, a mile of road for 14,000.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of guarantee comes with this product?
My boss, whenever I had the same deal in Tensall Parish. We were doing 6 miles up there. My boss would give them a 1-year written guarantee.
That's just the chemical.
Yes,
Not,
that's just the chemical. That's not the labor.
yeah, but that's not, if you're talking about chip sealing a road, that's not
If you
included.
chip seal it, that's not including the
Yeah.
chip seal. That's
Yeah.
just the labor. But the beauty of the chemical is we don't have to haul in any kind of material. We use what is there. It don't matter what you have. We use what's there. We don't have to haul rock. We don't have to haul clay. The only problem that I have is if we get into sand, just like me and you had talked about. If we get into sand, this chemical does not like it. But as long as I have the clay,
Cool.
and whenever you put the chemical down, I come. I'm there through the whole process. So
We've had a few farmers use it on their sugarcane load sites that sent to Jeffrey to get the product. So it's been out for a little while.
yeah, I had one farmer that used it, and he put it in a sand bed, and that's what that's what he said. He said, "Well, I didn't know I couldn't put it there." I said, "Well," I said, "I was trying to get to you, but I couldn't get to you." I don't think he's put it there yet.
Oh, that's what he was supposed to put.
Well, he took it down below somewhere. He had a bed of sand that he had to put it in, and he called me. He said, "It don't work." I said, "What?" And I went and looked at it, and the tractors was sinking.
I told him the same thing.
All right, Jeff, and then if you can make a meeting tomorrow, we'll fine tune it. So,
That'll work. I'll
Okay.
see you guys in the morning.
thank you, my man.
Thank you.
I'll send you that.
Is that
8 o'clock?
8 o'clok.
all right?
Thank y'all.
Right there, man, so.
You,
She's not
not here? Okay, that takes care of that. All right, we'll start with the committee reports.
Okay, so, like I do every time we have a committee, I have the report of revenue, expenditure, and, cash balances on our accounts. I'm gonna go through it real quickly. I apologize. I'm not very, well put together today. We've been busy doing budgeting and other things, so, general fund has a balance of 82,000. Road and bridge has 3,031,000. Solid waste is 7,600,000. Drainage is 1,162,000. Health unit is 5,460,000. Library, 2,100,000. Tourist commission is 377,000. Permit department is down a little at 180,000. Section 8 is 197,000. The HUD administrative fund has 130,000. Gaming mitigation fund remains unchanged at 300,000. And finally, our litter abatement fund has $1,000. So
Right.
we're moving in the right direction.
Questions?
Jim, you didn't get a check from the, 'cause gaming,
No, sir. Nothing.
It's been a
Anybody?
while.
It's been a while.
We should act wrong. Use it.
Yeah, I should have.
Yeah, that was fast.
Jim, what about road district two?
Different,
Different email to tomorrow.
91,000.
Give you a chance, yeah.
That's what it is, cause I looked at
Oh,
it
no.
today, but I have to do the, retainage for the project.
Okay, gotcha. All right, moving on, we'll go to 07, Mr. Joey.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hurricane season is almost over. Let's keep on praying. We got another
oh, that's good.
15, 20 days, so we should be okay in that. Also, they're having a iPause. iPause is a, I'm sure y'all familiar with, if we have an incident, that we can do the phones in certain areas. That's on the 20th of November. I'll be going to that class and possibly getting in Avoyelles Parish. Depending on what I was involved, I'll be going to listen to it. It's a federal-owned program, so it doesn't cost anybody any money. But it's just good if we need to notify some people, we'll be able to do it through that. Signs, Twine's still putting up signs. They're tearing them down, especially right now, the farmers. They've knocked down quite a few of them. He was telling me. So, you know,
done it
and-
myself.
yeah. That's all I have, unless somebody has some questions.
Anybody got a question of Joey? All right,
Thank y'all.
thank you. Road and bridge drainage, Mr. Kevin.
Well, what Joey ended on, I'm gonna start on signs. I redirected an order today of signs that, apparently the tariffs are starting to hit the metal and stuff coming in on the signs. But sign costs have went up about 25% in the last 90 days. The vendors don't anticipate any more cost increase right now. But, where my bridge guy wanted 20 signs of one, I had to cut them down to 10. And, we've still got some inventory in our shed that I need them to go through, rather than just order, okay? Not that much in there, the things that he needed, but just to tell you all that, so, you know, sometimes we have to get a little sticky on signs, especially when I get a lot of children that play and stuff like that request, that, things that we just don't do all the time, you know? And I try to work that out with each individual juror when they call in, because it's constituents that's calling in for these things, you know? So anyway, how about we start off on some food? Next Wednesday morning, we're gonna be cooking breakfast for the employees. My secretaries do this every once in a while. It'll be ready a little after 6, so when all the crews get there at 6:30, if they want something to eat, they can eat. Going out to work, so if any jurors wanna come by next Wednesday morning, a little after 6 o'clock, breakfast will be ready for everybody. I commend my secretaries for doing this. The ladies do this for us a couple times a year, and it's nice. So, and then Thanksgiving dinner, like we do every year. I'll supply the meal for all the maintenance crew for Thanksgiving that Wednesday before. You know, I'll send out another invite for all the jury, but that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we'll be having lunch, okay? And then, like I always ask, I'll supply Thanksgiving, y'all help me out with Christmas. We'll cook for everybody. DOTD Bridges, for the last 8 years, we've had Ms. Barbara Ostuno, was the, what was her official title?
Assistant bridge manager.
Yeah, she was the big boss in Baton Rouge on bridges, in simple terms. So she retired last Friday, was her last day. And we really don't know who's gonna take her place yet, but she has been a dream to work with. She helped me out tremendously. Mr. Gary Pintek, I think, was there before, and he worked with Avoyelles Parish a lot. And I didn't get to know him very well before Ms. Barbara took over. They had a nice transition period when they were from Gary to Barbara. DOTD, in my mind, did it right. This time, her notice was given. They don't have anybody in her place. She didn't have anybody to train. We were on a very good first name basis. I could call her anytime with questions to keep our bridge program moving along. She was always there to help. I'm hoping that we get the same type of person in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I think Gary attended a lot of meetings.
Yeah, that's what Colonel had told me, yeah. Of course, back then, Avoyelles Parish had problems with bridges. We've worked through that through the years, so, hopefully we get somebody really good in there again that's gonna, work with the individual parishes and stay on top of things. We've got a couple more bridges that's gonna be ready to bid here soon. We did have the Monroe Far Bridge went out for bid. The low bidder was Diamond B Construction out of Alexandria at $1.8 million. It came in under budget, and before Ms. Barber left, she said she didn't see any problems with them awarding the contract to Diamond B. Clico is going to be moving that electrical line just any day. So we'll be ready for that bridge when the contractors get ready to start, and they have pre-construction, which will probably be in December, I would say, maybe first part of January, somewhere in that area.
Kevin, I think they moved it already.
Huh?
I think they moved it already.
He didn't call me, so, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. When they move on something like that, they move pretty fast, But I'll check on it and see, check with them and see. I know they moved the guide wire on north by the glass for us to go ahead and change that culvert for Moorville. We're just waiting on Moorville's approval for their end of the project. I want to thank y'all again for allowing us to buy that second mid-size excavator. It's really starting to show itself now, where we have two small machines working on drainage in different parts of the parish. One machine's been on MP cutoff for about 7 or 8 days. The other machine's been bouncing around. We did a pretty decent job in Mr. Sam's district here a couple of days ago. Found some other issues while we were there. And then naturally our big machine's working. I was asked to tell the jury thank you. We installed a big cover for a farmer down in Bruyette. He furnished everything. It was a cover that was in the buyer. They actually had taken it out. Went down there yesterday with the big machine, put the new one in. They had the dirt there. We did it all, just keep that buyer working out right. And then also the industrial park. The drainage project there is complete. Came out good. We did some extra work. The tenants are very happy, and they asked me to extend their thank yous to all of y'all for that. So, any questions?
Kevin, all that old equipment, it's all gone now?
No, there's still a few pieces left that they hadn't picked up. They're way in the back. They actually moved and parked them in the back.
But they're gonna come get them?
Uh-huh.
They're gonna come get them?
Yeah, they paid for them. The only thing that hasn't been done, did the side-by-side get paid for, Joey?
That's not.
But the side-by-side and the grab truck. The grab truck, the man's still working out of country, really. He's been back once or twice, and Jonathan wasn't in his office to do the paperwork. So he's been texting me back and forth. And so I said, well, I'll give you a little more time. If not, we got to do something with it, But everything else, the bulk of it has been picked up. The little giant, big dozer are still way in the back. That auctioning company parked them back there, and they're supposed to come pick them up.
The North Bayou de Glaze, Couvillon Street, that culvert, how y'all coming?
That's what we're waiting on the mayor to okay her end of the deal.
Still waiting on the mayor?
Yep, they got to pay for whatever it's gonna cost to move the gas line or for us to work over the gas line. We went a different direction and got a quote for a long reach excavator that could reach over the gas line and work the whole bottom. And I sent that out to her. And I haven't gotten okay from her on that yet. Still no danger to the roadway. The hole is over 20 foot from the roadway, or right at 20 foot from the roadway, so it's no danger to my traffic. If it was, I'd be pushing on her pretty hard. So anybody else? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, we got our grader operator across the river is doing very well. He's probably still got at least another 3 weeks before he comes back. That's had a knee replacement, and we had sent that machine to the shop, get a bunch of work done on it. It's one of our older machines. So all the other graders have been taking a turn working across the river 1, 2, sometimes 3 days a week. So if y'all see your graders not in your area for 2 or 3 days, That's where he's at.
Oh, they don't need to go across the road.
Yeah.
You ain't got no roads anyway.
Ain't got no roads?
No.
Okay. All right, next up, Miss Danielle with HUD.
Good afternoon. So this month, we've done a total of 9 vouchers. 5 were previously housed, and I have a total of 125 tenants. I've done 9 research, and I've gone through 81 folders so far to get those back in compliance. We've done 12 inspections, 4 initial inspections, and 1 move-out inspection.
How's the new full-time employee?
Good. Good.
Good.
Yes, sir.
How's the folders going? I mean, yeah, I know, okay.
We'll talk
It's
about that another time. She's
been rough.
doing good.
Appreciate it though, I know,
They're finding out.
I know, okay.
all right. Thank you.
All right, Miss April with permit office.
I don't have much of a report. Permits are slowing down. We do have a total for October of 158 permits. Most of them are rentals, people buying homes. We only have 14 new construction, which are mostly sheds, lean-tos, maybe a few houses and 1 commercial building. Other than that, it's pretty slow, mainly smaller permits. We did, at the last planning commission meeting, make an industrial permit committee because we have some people interested in doing some industrial things here in the parish. So we set up a committee, and they will meet on the 13th at 2:30 at the barn.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
All right, Miss Candy, not here. Library, okay,
She's sick. I can update you on the parking lot.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Candy's pretty sick. I called her yesterday to give her an update. She could hardly talk. So, anyway, all the concrete has been poured on the parking lot and the driveway. We were able to save the conflict box. Been keeping Mark's right there all the time, so he's been stopping by. Everything coming out really good. Tomorrow, the contractor will be there pouring all the curbs and dressing up all around the edge of the concrete. The first 3 days of next week, they'll be working on pouring the handicap ramps in the back, sealing all the joints and striping it. So, barring any complications, by the end of next week, the library will be the parking lot and drives will be turned over to the library.
Good deal. Good deal. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Berry, letter of acknowledgement.
All right. Good evening, everyone. All right, so current litter investigations I'm working is 3. Just to update on our property standards, it's been very busy. Myself and Mr. Jimmy are very tired. 55 in progress. We have 9 new cases. We have 15 that have been completed, and that's actually going to be completed, the last one tomorrow. He should finish up. He's working. We worked the Large Road, Highway 115 last Friday and Saturday, and then he started on the Lyman Lane 1188 yesterday, today, and he'll probably finish tomorrow. No contact. We had 9 people. We're still trying to make contact with these people. So total right now we have 88 cases, parish-wide. New certified letters that was sent out today. This is letters that we're sending to let these people know that, hey, it's been a minute. Y'all, either said y'all were gonna do something and didn't, or didn't do anything at all, didn't make contact or whatever, and we need to send these people a final notification saying it's go time. And that's 11 letters that I sent out today. Actually, it was 9 sent out and 2 I hand carried and had them signed for them because the last time they came back undelivered. So I brought it out there and had them hand sign it. Permit checks, I had 1 down in Bartlonville. They hadn't started anything yet. I'll keep an eye on it. April, it's going to be a demolition permit. Surveillance sites, I don't have any right now. I pulled all my cameras out till I get some GPS on them. Make sure we don't have any more cameras get stolen. Litter court was last night. We had 1 person that was there for litter court. Had 2 fines in the last month. Both was simple litter. 1 was for last night. 1 is going to be in December. She showed up and she's going to pay that citation when she gets her check on the 28th. I don't see any issues with her not paying it. Responded to numerous litter complaints just throughout the parish. That's normal, ongoing every day. Still working to try to get those cameras that the jury purchased. I just, between everything else, I hadn't had time to sit down and start trying to wire these things up. Really don't even have time to use them right this minute. Maybe when things slow down in the winter months a little bit, I'll have some time to work on those things. I worked with LDQ. We had a big dump site, illegal burning, and we got LDQ involved. They came in and they wrote 2 very, very, very serious citations. Those will be going to 12th Judicial District Court. There's a contractor that was burning illegal debris, houses and stuff like that. I mentioned the one property we got cleaned up last week, and then just we keep working to improve the program every week. We come up with some new hurdle that we got to find a workaround.
They're having an issue. It takes about 105.
I never made it out there, Jacob. It's been busy this week.
I thought he got yesterday though.
We've been having to not babysit, but I just been trying to stay on these sites while the contractor's out there for kind of security purposes. And it hasn't. I mean, a little back and forth with one, but it was all resolved.
Yeah.
Everything's been
Mary?
peaceful. They look good. He's doing a very good job. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say, like he was saying earlier about all of the people that live around there, say thank you to the police jury. Thank y'all for creating this program. This has been such a long time coming. I mean, we had traffic jams at both locations when he started unloading his equipment and started clearing these. I mean, there's 2 guys been on four-wheelers just sitting out there watching all day long. These are people that live, adjacent properties. They're just ecstatic of what we're doing. So, I think as long as we keep doing a couple of these here and there, and I mean, it's going to start to show eventually, and the parish is all for it. So,
how did your interview go?
That's this week, this coming
no.
week.
Okay.
It'll be this coming week. We just had too much going on this week.
Yes, Mr. Name.
Okay. Just to add a couple of things to Barry. One, on the camera deal, and we're still trying to find our way putting cameras out and what we got to do. But just want to let you guys know that the Spring Valley Restoration Team donated $1,500 towards the purchase of the cameras to be used in the Spring Valley area. Big areas. Those folks down there are always doing the cleanup twice a year. There's some issues, so they went ahead and donated $1,500 to purchase the cameras to be used in the Spring Valley area.
I know the treasurer real well.
Pardon?
I know the treasurer real well. Thank y'all.
So, second thing that I want to ask, because I didn't see it on the agenda, and I asked that maybe in one of the discussions that y'all consider this, but when we brought up the cleaning of properties, we had 3 properties. There was a bid put in per property, included 3 properties. It came out to $7,500 per property. You guys had before had okayed $15,000 to allocate to cleaning of the lots. The 2 lots are a really, really good job. So what we're looking at now is doing a 3rd lot, and the choice that we have is either the police jury is going to do it, or what I would ask you guys to do, because I see Kevin's busy, if you guys could approve an additional $7,500, the bid's already been put in. If you guys could approve $7,500 to clear that 3rd lot, he can go in there next week, clean it out, and we'll be done on our lots. I mean,
That's something we can consider.
We'll consider that.
Where's it at?
That's the one on 3041.
Yeah.
So I will say this as well, and this is not a guarantee, but I know the lot we're cleaning up right now, they did ask where they needed to go to pay the money. So that may be a potential $7,500 that we get back out of that 15 that we weren't really expecting to kind of. I'm just throwing it out there.
Did y'all tell them where to go?
Yes, I told them to come see you.
Good.
Pay
the lady.
Pay the lady.
On every property, I mean, what we've done is, at completion of it, property owner was given a bill and indicated that the bill was on them, they had 30 days to pay it. If not, there's gonna be a tax lien, and then it's gonna go to sheriff's sale. And one of the property owners indicated that they wanted to pay it, so. So anyhow, I
Sure,
just,
take it.
I'd like to move on that third one, because it was a patch of 3, and just get that over.
Get
with.
consensus, y'all wanna put it on the agenda?
Look like we just front
Talk
the
about
money.
it.
Just put that on the agenda to,
Barry,
It might not cost us.
that piece
I
of
say, look like
property
we just
between
fronting the money, and it
Mansour
might
and
not cost
Hessler,
us.
you know, where that,
Well,
all that.
Some of them will.
we don't.
Mansour and
So far, it hadn't cost us.
Let's set it.
Oh, you talking about Gidget? She's on our next batch. She's on our next, we're gonna have to move on her. She's not gonna do
Now,
that.
let me ask you this, if we do approve that, he's standing by that $7,500?
Yes, I talked to him today.
Oh, he'll stand by.
Okay, well, we'll put it on.
He's
the
in
agenda.
between some big jobs right now, and he said he could go over there and knock it out.
What was the address of the other location?
It's,
3041, but, I'll get it to you. It's, I don't know.
All right,
that's it? Any questions?
all right.
All right, thank you.
That's gonna be looked at?
What?
Gidget,
So
whatever.
she's already been on our radar, but we gave her, she came to the hearing, we gave her an opportunity to clean it up. She hasn't done anything way outside of her timeline she was given. So she's on the next, those 11 letters that got sent out today, she's one of them that's being told, we're fixing to move in on you.
But
She's not doing anything.
To explain on that deal, you know, she's doing what she's doing, but her sister's in Broussard. And there's some legal issues about going on the property, but the sister doesn't want this going to a tax lien. And she said if she can legally get it where she can go on the lot, she'll clean the lot. And that wouldn't be on the jury. But, I mean, they're still in the legal and the haggling, so, but Gidget got the final notice letter, and the letter's been sent to her assistant saying that you better do it, because we're calling in the dog.
Sister ain't gonna do that.
We've got a couple of properties that are tied up in like some legal succession type of things like this that we're gonna have to just work with the DA's office and try to find a workaround.
All right, okay. All right, engineer report, Brett.
Good evening, Mr. President, jurors, ladies and gentlemen. As far as the Act 776 money, I think we got Jamie the individual invoices she wanted for each road, and we're just waiting to do a drawdown request once you get the canceled checks to us. Kevin brought you up to date on Monroe Farm. Bobby Gaspard and Barlaw Crossing is still progressing. Spring Bayou Road over Spring Bayou is starting to move forward. We have some right-of-way work and some environmental work underway. There's a couple agenda items further down to discuss that. Also, on item number 5 under bridges, I listed the bridge inspections that had been done in the last month or so for the jury. The multi-purpose recreational building plan should be out next week. And what else do we have? It is time to apply for water sector grants. The police jury does qualify for a sewer water sector grant for Tricia Park. That would be to deal with the infiltration and inflow and probably some sludge removal in the pond. Just letting y'all know if y'all give me a nod to keep moving with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the last thing we need to do down there, right?
I think so, yes, sir. And one last thing, Mr. Sam, I had someone contact me about a solar farm, and I gave them your contact information.
Kevin and I met with him this morning.
Okay. Other than that, any questions?
Do we need to vote on that, deal, Tricia Park?
Yeah, yeah, I would. We'll put it on.
Is this CWEB?
No, it's water sector.
Water sector, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me find a place to add. I'm out of room.
What you see? You gotta find a
I gotta find a place to add. And that's Tricia Park, right?
Tricia Park, yes, ma'am. Has that pond ever been dug out?
Just what we did,
Huh?
just what we did when we cleaned up the
Bring it out
perimeter.
around it, yeah.
We've gotta go in there and clean the perimeter again, and usually when I'm doing that, I'm reaching in, we kinda clean vegetation out of it.
We gotta go back and, get
Whenever we did the initial work at Patricia Park, we did the smoke test and everything. That was part of the deal. We wanted to see where we were at. So they already have all the areas that need work with the smoke test.
But the pond itself, it must be flooded in.
It's not a lot of stuff in it.
Cool. We gotta get back with, Ms. Greenhouse, go on that property.
No?
No?
No. We have right away on all that.
All right, thanks, sir.
Thank
All right, y'all free to leave if you want to. All right. Moving to the business side for Tuesday. Up first, we got Barry requesting purchase 2 computer monitors. You want the,
I don't have any in my office.
okay, do you need them? No.
Yeah.
Okay,
She just said I needed to get it voted through to Jerry to go to 911 and get a quote.
all right, good enough.
We're gonna bring that up, Mr. President.
All right,
We're gonna bring that up.
we'll just put it down. Yeah,
Yeah, just.
come chairman, I don't know. All right, Mr. Thomas, you want to take number 2?
Yeah, we have some bids on 2 different parcels that are in Bunkie. I was going to have a committee meeting today, but 2 of our committee members, 2 out of the 3, are out of state. So I would like to postpone that until a committee meeting on Tuesday before,
Okay,
the meeting on Tuesday, so that we can open the bids
we open them
and
then.
let the whole committee, decide on those bids.
They must have money for it.
Good enough. All right, number 3, Mr. Franks with GPS tracker for all parish vehicles, equipment. Anybody, he passed the torch, he's not here.
Kevin, what, is that, do we need that, or?
It's up to the jury.
That haven't been,
It's only a few of us that can look at it.
that haven't been through the committee.
No, it hadn't went through committee. You know.
I ask to remove it, Mr. President.
If a truck would get stolen, it would be helpful. But, no, it hasn't went through committee.
Can I ask to remove it?
From,
The agenda.
no, I can't, I'm not gonna remove it, but it needs to be
Table
dealt,
it?
it needs to be dealt with, through the committee.
Can't do that today.
committee?
Bridge and
Road and Bridge.
Road and Bridge. So,
Table it?
yeah.
No, you can't table it today.
Can't table, it. We can ask to refer it to committee.
Not all the vehicles are, road and bridge, so.
Well, that's true, gotta be some, I guess, personnel included on that.
Personnel, properties,
It's everybody, basically.
Yeah.
basically everybody, is
But
involved
it
in
needs
that.
to be
because-
discussed right here, and he's not here to discuss it.
Yeah, well, he'll be here Tuesday, that's all I can say about it.
But that's the purpose of the committee
I know,
is, you know, you put something on the agenda, you
That's
ought to be
right.
here
That's
to
right.
I
defend
agree.
it, and he's not here,
Me too.
and, you know, so
It's not the first time.
I don't feel like knocking at heads Tuesday. We're gonna knock heads, this is the time to do it.
Is there even a list yet of how many vehicles it would apply to and what kind of cost
No.
you're looking at?
Again, I can't answer, I don't know what this is about,
Is about, gotcha.
okay? So,
That was brought before the committee before,
alright, so we'll,
remember?
But if it involves vehicles in addition to road and bridge, how you gonna, I mean, what committee?
you got everybody right here. That needs to be knocked out right here. Every committee's here. And he's not here, so I guess we'll table that till next December, to the December meeting. Let's just do that.
There you go.
That's what I asked for.
All right, number 4, I'm sorry. Yes, you did, I'm sorry. Number 4, call for a public hearing on December 9th at 4:45 to comment on the amended and proposed budgets. We're gonna have a meeting Monday, right? A review? Okay. Number 5 will be authorized payment to Pan American invoice 359696, bridge inspections of $11,350. Number 6, Mr. Pierce?
The litter hearing panel needs to send out letters of non-compliance to group number 3. Those of you that have been to the litter hearing know what that group is.
There's a copy in here too.
Okay.
with number 3.
Barry touched on it too a little bit while ago, didn't he?
Yeah, it's time for this next set of letters to go out, and per the DA, we, as this body, Darrell can send those letters, rather than going through a court order type
Mr.
thing.
Jimmy, do you want me to draft them, or are you gonna do it, or?
No, I've already sent like 2 batches already, so.
Okay.
And some of them you have to kind of customize a little bit.
That's
So
fine.
I don't
But
mind.
we need to vote to send them, but
Yeah.
it needs to be
That
done.
third letter needs to be signed by our president,
Is that the ones y'all gave the 3 months to, 3 months ago?
Some of them,
some of them.
and there's some that are older than that.
Oh, older?
Yeah, they ignored us.
They totally ignored everything.
No.
But that's what this cleanup that just took place was like the first set of cleanups
This would be the
that have been done.
All right. Number 7, Mr. Thomas.
We need to advertise bids for adjudicated property on Ebony Street in Bunkie. It's parcel number 0121000700 with a minimum bid set by our assessor at $2,800.
Okay.
Town's in on that too.
Number 8,
Town gets half of it.
Mark, you gonna take it, you gonna present it back to Mr.
Yeah, next Wednesday night, I'm gonna, present a plaque to Miss Marina Gadget for her over 40 years of service to the library. She's getting ready to leave to go to, New York. So, she resigned, and we're gonna put somebody else in her position.
Yeah, that's on there.
Yeah,
All right, you need to get everybody to sign that?
yeah, everybody was here.
Okay, all right. All right, number 9 is Spring Bay Road over Spring Bay, Wetland Mitigation Bank, Kevin? Or Red? And while you're there, go ahead and do 10 also.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So, DOT, All System Bridge Program, has notified the police jury that the environmental impact of that project is gonna require 1/10 of an acre purchase of mitigation bank. They submitted a list of 7 different mitigation banks that we could go to. Kevin recommended Shupi that they had used before. Just want to let the jury know that, and I think Shupi, we might have reached out to them and they gave us a quote of $1,000 for the 10. So the jury just needs to decide how to, you want to get more quotes from the rest of the companies? You know, how do y'all want to do that? So I'm looking for some guidance to carry that forward.
I'll make the motion.
Use you pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and, item number 10 is the same Spring Bay Bridge project. Jury's been notified that there's some abstract work that's needed to find out who owns the property around us, and I guess there's gonna be some right of way that potentially has to be purchased.
Let me have it from there.
Sure.
No, stay right there. Whenever we get a bridge coming into, an off-system program, when they run through the whole big circle, the very last thing that comes up is the parish getting right-of-ways, okay? What we have to do as a parish is, before we submit the project to Baton Rouge, is talk to those landowners. There's 2 landowners on here. I talked to both families 4 years ago, told them what we'd be asking for. Well, now it's time to go to those families and get the paperwork done. It's a pretty big packet, that Pan American always, drafts for us. I do the meetings with the families. I get the signatures signed. I don't ask them to go out and do all that. So I just need approval for them to go ahead and do the paperwork. Before they do the paperwork, Jonathan Gaspard has been doing our abstract work for the last 6 years now on all these bridges. Yeah, the abstract we had before was just things were sitting on. Mark can tell you, 25 years on one bridge. Jonathan's been doing a great job. So I ask you to approve Jonathan to go ahead and do the abstract work, approve Pan American to go ahead and do the packet. Once I get everything signed, we'll get back with them, then we go to We gotta, we gotta go
We gotta
to
go to real estate.
the main real estate guy with DOTD, and he always finds something that I did wrong, not them. me. All right.
And Kevin,
I'll make a motion, Jamie.
also I'd like to say that this is not spring by in Marksville.
That's right.
No.
Gudo.
Because I'm gonna get some calls and say, what's going on in spring by?
This is Gudo.
I'll make sure to put that.
Same spring, but
Yeah, we even have the road, spring by road Gudo on our road list, you know, to distinguish the two apart.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big bridge. This will be
it's a long bridge.
it's a long bridge, it's in a curve. The detour is about 13 miles, I think. So there will be no detour while they're building the bridge. We're gonna try to do it in between crops. We've already talked with the farmers and everything else in DOTD. We'll try to build it best we can, where we're not fooling with planting and harvesting season as much as we can. All right?
That ought to be nice.
Okay.
Give Jonathan approval to do the abstract, give Pan American approval, get my package out.
Item number 11 is just all system bridge inspections. I wanted everybody to know that those are underway. We've already done 20 of them. Of course, I see you have an item for payment of an invoice for the bridge inspections. I just want everybody to know that we've been doing that. Those are the bridges that require the jury to do the interim inspections, which is bridges in real poor shape. They need to be inspected either every 6 months or every 12 months. So that's what's going on.
And again, on that note, as I've explained to several of the jurors, that we finally got the man back that I wanted doing the inspections, and now that we have him doing the inspections, Tim has his hands full for the next 4 months on bridge repairs. We have a lot of repairs to do. We've made every DOTD inspection since 2019. I came in 2017 and we had 5 bridges closed. From 2019, the last inspection was in 2025 by DOTD. We've had 0 closures because of us working with DOTD and working with this man, Mr. Harden, on the regular maintenance, you know. So I don't think that invoice is for all 20 of the bridges because he just finished them Tuesday.
Yeah, I think I got one late this afternoon.
Yeah, he did the last one Tuesday. It was Lake and Cocoa. Boy, we have some work to do on that thing. And our last inspection came from another guy, said all was good. It's not. So there's going to be another bill, but there is 20 total in there, and I would expect we'll have another $3,000 to $4,000. You know, Lake and Cocoa, just that one inspection was Mr. Harden, Tim Ducote, our bridge superintendent, and his helper were there from 7 o'clock that morning, and they left right at 1 o'clock. That's how long it takes to do these big bridges.
Hopefully
And,
we'll
you
replace
know,
that bridge.
Huh?
Hopefully we'll replace it.
Hopefully we'll be getting rid of that bridge in the next couple of years. You know, that's one of our last worst ones.
Yeah.
You know, but some of these inspections take a long time. Now, some of them, like Shirley Plantation, is closed. It's fixed to go off the list. It's a matter of him just driving and getting pictures. And sometimes he'll call. I'll take his pictures for him, and so we only get charged for the paperwork.
So what motion you need in here?
Approval?
Okay.
Yeah, approval for Pan American to continue
Continue.
with that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're set up with them. They've helped us tremendously get our bridge program under wraps, I should say. So I know we're going to be doing some things with engineers, and that's fine. But as far as the bridge program, I really need it sitting with what we've already got set up. You know, it's not a big money item every year on that.
All right.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I got you.
All right, number 12 is another motion by Mr. Franks, talking about adopting a resolution authorizing all committee meetings to be held in the meeting room, minutes to be taken, mailed to jurors. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to discuss this, or you want to table it also?
I think that the road and bridge still needs to be at the maintenance barn rather than in here. That's my personal opinion.
I agree with that.
And I will
It makes
say,
it easier.
It makes it much easier on
for
Kevin.
Time constraint, he needs to
Yeah.
be somewhere.
And then we can look at stuff over there.
Yeah.
When we go.
Yeah.
and I will say minutes be taken also at the meeting.
And animal
No question.
control's been meeting in the grand jury room, but that's just a few steps if we need to move it to here.
And then who would actually take the minutes? Because Jamie doesn't go to those committee meetings. One of the,
Well, we just start,
I used to take a road too. I
Just
take
let
them.
them record it.
Yeah, I used to take them. The chairman of the committee write down notes, and
You think one of the ladies there can do that, Mr. Kevin?
Yeah.
We could use one of the ladies over there?
Or record it.
We typically can have road and bridge, solid waste, and drainage committee meetings
What y'all think?
at the maintenance unit. And I get one of the secretaries that takes a minute, but
We
I
can
ask
record
y'all
it?
those minutes, sir.
Record it.
Record it?
We can
can do
record
that.
it and just bring them to Jamie.
Yep.
Sure.
But those minutes, those meetings would just only be for jurors, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Sam, you might have to amend that motion then.
To include the other two?
Yeah. I mean, to keep all
Yeah, I
meetings
can do that.
except Road and Bridge need to meet here and Road and Bridge stay where
Road,
it's
road
at.
and bridge,
Solid waste.
solid waste?
And, what's the other one?
Drainage.
Drainage.
So
Okay.
really,
Yeah, we can amend that.
nothing needs to change.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's
Nothing
changed.
Nothing needs
That's
to
right.
change. You don't
Nothing's
even need a
changing.
motion
Well,
unless you're gonna change something.
We haven't been doing the minutes
Oh,
and,
well, the minutes.
and mailed the jurors.
Yeah, we'll amend it to say that they need to either be recorded or minutes taken.
Okay, all right.
Well, I got a problem with,
All right, hang on.
I got a problem with all committee meetings. I don't think we should be, taping personnel meetings.
I don't think you can.
Well, it says all, I'm reading
I
what
know,
it
but I
says.
don't think you
All
can.
committee meetings.
But that's the
can, but
proposal, you
Yeah.
could adopt in.
Yeah, but I'm saying, that's why I'm saying that I don't think all meetings should be recorded. There's some of them that don't need to be recorded. And for one example is personnel.
Also,
Personnel.
like you're talking about if y'all, finance committee, if y'all gonna be discussing a personnel issue or something.
No,
Well,
personnel,
personnel committee.
personnel
Personnel
committee.
committee.
Personnel committee, I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
make
didn't
valid
realize
points,
that.
and somebody need to make a motion to include.
Personnel committee can be recorded as long as you're not speaking about an individual person. As long as it's about rules and those kinds of things
Read,
or policies.
what does it say right here? What does it say right here?
Yeah, well,
Let's make an exception, but what does it say on this paper? It
Yeah,
says
it
all
says all.
committees. It don't make exceptions.
No,
That's what I
but
got a
we'd have to
problem
put that in
Yeah,
there,
we'll,
'cause
we'll
anytime
amend
you're
that.
talking
Y'all get ready
about,
to tweak it, cause I mean, if y'all gonna vote on this,
So committee
Well-
meeting, if you're gonna talk about personnel, would be more like when y'all have to go into executive
Correct.
session, when y'all have to specifically talk about a specific
Yeah.
person.
a specific person.
Thank you.
Mr. Jim.
I mean, why don't y'all just, I mean, this is just a proposal, why don't you guys just basically write in stone tonight while y'all have time? And that way you're not gonna be hashing it out at the regular meeting.
Why don't you just leave it like it is?
And let them hash it out at the regular meeting.
Other
Why don't you just
than,
leave it like it is?
other than the minutes and the recording, we probably could.
Yeah, the meeting should be either recorded or somebody taking minutes
Well, I mean, if she's.
at all the committee meetings.
That's what y'all want, that's fine, yeah. I mean, I always take notes in my notebook anyway when we do it. But I get one of the ladies to do, oh, we just record it with your little.
But yeah, that's fine, but guys, let's just understand, committee meetings, you have them, the chairman is the one that presents the stuff to this body. Okay, so I don't know why this came about, but I've been to every one except one I didn't get an invite to. I have not seen anything go that might cause some problems for somebody, so, but,
I guess my question is, what's the purpose of,
well, that's my
like, I'm
point.
thinking about our animal control meeting yesterday, what's the purpose of recording those?
It's to let all the rest of the jurors know what's going on, because not everybody can attend all the meetings.
But you can attend them because you got the
Yeah,
law.
you can.
That, you can't have more than,
And then another thing, you might have to start making agendas for these little meetings. I mean,
but
we
everything.
can make it,
comes before the
I'm
full
just,
jury.
I don't know why this is brought about.
Yeah,
It feels like somebody
been
thinks
going-
something's being hid. There's nothing being hid in any of
For
it.
years and years, it always worked.
Yeah,
The only time that we had trouble is when they started having the police jury, regular meetings at a boardroom.
Vote no.
and some of that,
Everybody
That
has the chance
Charles
to
told
vote
me
no.
to make a
Yeah, I
motion
mean, but
that the
if y'all
meetings had to
wanna,
be put over here.
y'all think about if you wanna tweak this or not.
But who's bringing it up?
Discuss it.
I'm not,
So, Mr.
Travis.
Sam, I have a question, so, you and Jacob, the animal control committee
Mhm.
that y'all have, would be considered one of the committees.
Yeah.
So then that would have to start being recorded.
Well, what I usually do
Or
with my
minutes
committee
taken.
That's really,
I do.
but that's, no, that's actually an ad hoc committee. That's outside.
Okay, so that's outside.
That's outside jury.
That's a working group.
Yeah, that's outside.
That's not considered
That's,
one of y'all.
that's not inside
Gotcha.
committees.
Thank
That's
you.
outside the
Thank
scope, okay? So I wouldn't consider that necessary to do that. Okay?
Well, I'm just saying, I don't mind having certain committees recorded, but you can't do all committees. You know, especially, and I would feel you can't do a personnel committee.
Well, especially when you're talking about a personnel issue, that would,
So you change the language. I don't
okay,
have no
well,
problem with
we'll
recording.
talk about it Tuesday night then. Y'all, whatever y'all come out,
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
have
find
something
out
in
why
writing.
this was, why it was brought up.
okay? Number 13, Mr. Thomas?
There was a discussion to discuss Kevin's work hours, changing them to 8 to 4. I did talk to Kevin about this, and he has very good reason why not. And I have to agree with him. We don't want his people getting out on the road at 9:30 in the morning, because he does have meetings with them early in the morning at 6:30. And changing that from 6:30 in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning would put them getting out much later during the day. So I can understand with that, and talking with Kevin, this was for discussion purposes. If anybody else has comment about it.
We're gonna take this off the agenda?
Yeah.
Kevin's personnel.
It's a fraud.
Mr.
Yeah,
Thomas?
but it was Kevin's personnel.
So you want to just, okay, we're just gonna leave it as is?
We're gonna take it off the agenda?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right, number 14, Alan.
All employees of police jury have an official email address, and under police jury domain, no personal email will be allowed for police jury business. And we need to have everybody having their own, rather than using their personal, because your personal, mine, anybody else's, can be subpoenaed to go to court, and you could have all of your other personal stuff coming out.
That can include us.
And that should include the jurors, yes.
Okay, but my question there, what happens when the juror is not reelected or is termed or they don't come back? How's that? That disappears? Because I don't, when I quit, I don't want to still get police jury.
No, you cancel it,
So who's gonna pay my
that would
phone
be
bill?
canceled.
They can terminate that.
Well, yeah, but
If
do
you're
we
gonna
have
tell
to
me what
do-
I'm gonna do with my
Do
phone,
we have to
are you
do
gonna pay my
computers
bill?
911 to start
No, it's the
charging?
idea that you may have your whole phone,
They
all your
always
personal
Yeah.
business
But
taken
after
into court.
You know, leave or whatever,
Well, I know.
then your email
You're
is.
still looking at probably $25 a month.
We had this at the school board and nobody hardly ever looked at it. I mean, cause you had to go into the website, you had to go through all this to get to it. I'm just saying, I mean, iron it out before you wanna do something like this.
Well, I came
Well,
a jury.
well, this
I
is
made a
for
separate email
discussion.
for this.
I mean, but I'm
Oh.
just, I never used it because you had to go through the website and, but your point about being subpoenaed, whatever, that is very much so true.
It is very true,
So it is
and
a
it
safe
can
door.
happen to anyone for almost any
Almost
reason.
any reason.
Could there
Whatever
be
a
a
billboard
cost
lawyer
associated
thinks.
with it? Absolutely correct.
Yes, ma'am.
What'd you
It's
say?
gonna have to be.
I asked if there would be a cost
It's usually
associated with this.
$25.
And who's gonna pay for that?
Says yes.
It's usually $25 per email
Per email,
through
And
our
who's gonna pay for that?
per email account.
Yes, yes, ma'am, per month. Per month.
So 9 jurors, $25.
Mm-mm, 8.
times 8.
8.
How they gonna subpoena him?
$25 times plus all the employees.
And, yes.
I don't know.
What were you meant?
Hey, it doesn't mean he has to read it, but if y'all gotta have it, you gotta have it.
He ain't got no place to put it.
Again, I
Got
can
no
get
place
it
to
from
put it.
Jamie any day.
Why can't we,
You can.
can you have it,
25.
can you set it up but
Yeah,
still
you
have
can
it
use it.
delivered to your other email too?
Probably so.
I'd like to know how it's what's gonna be involved to get an email.
So we would have
I
to
get one.
get with, Steven at Computers 911. He will create the domain for you.
And we gotta set it
He
up on
logs
our
Outlook.
phones again and all that
Log in
stuff.
through Outlook.
Well,
And,
I never-
and there's a cost associated.
And it's $25 per,
It's gonna be like,
200 a month.
Oh, yeah, that,
Yeah.
domain, yeah. But you log in through your Outlook account.
Yes, you
You
still
log
have
in.
to have Outlook.
I'm again.
Y'all can vote on it, I'm not putting it on my phone, I can tell y'all that now. The legislature in Baton Rouge, they don't say I have to have it as a police juryman. I'm elected by the people. People don't, they not telling me I have to have it, I'm not putting it. It's just as simple as that.
So
I'm
noted.
concerned about the cost, and is that absolutely necessary?
I guess we could all give our phones up and be like Mark.
I'll tell you what, that one-
Hey, I love
it'll
Mark.
work
I
for
don't wanna
30
be like
years.
him.
listen, hey, let me ask you this. I know like the federal government, if somebody's got an email, they're a federal employee, that's basically public record. So, I mean, when it,
Oh, I understand that part of it. I agree with that, but it's a hassle.
The logistics of it are not good.
I mean, again, I have to add another mail to my phone and
The one I got now sends me too much stuff.
I
Man,
run like
mine blows
three-
up now.
It's really not that difficult. I run like 3 emails, I mean, have
you could be our technology man. Okay, well,
You run it because you wanna run it.
all right. So, what about the cost one more time? Throw that back out at
It's
us.
usually $25 a month per email address that he has to create for
And you
him.
talk about all the employees also.
Well, we already have those, but then he'll have to add.
One employee don't have, yours don't have it? Kevin don't have it either.
Well,
Kenny, Tim,
oh, well,
none of us
Barry's
have
on
that.
Barry don't.
Barry's on it.
Well, that's a whole bunch.
So
Mr. Joey has his.
so put the pen to the paper and have a price estimate for it.
Well, just the members is 200 a month, just the board.
It's gonna be a good bid. I have to see, I mean, a lot of my employees don't use email, but my superintendents have to.
I made a separate
Like
email.
Tim, I sent him, I forwarded him bridge reports.
I made a separate email.
I mean,
Good.
yeah.
Like Brian and Juan and.
Then
So,
they're gonna have to
so
have
Kicking and screaming.
Outlook on their device, I don't know what they're running.
you have to go with, like you have,
Both have,
Okay,
I don't pay for
I don't like Outlook, I'm on my personal phone, Outlook is junk.
yeah,
Yeah.
you telling me.
Yeah.
I know.
now you have to tell people, if you've been telling them to text or email you something, you have to change that too, so just make sure you know that. So, okay, we'll
And
vote
it's
on-
$25 a month.
25 a month per email address.
It's worth $4,000 a year for everybody with y'all.
Okay.
Probably looking at that somewhere in that area.
All right. Number 15, approved parish beautification budget for 2026.
I do have it in the packet. There was a small working group meeting. Mr. Sam was in attendance, Mr. Allen, Mr. Jimmy, myself, Mr. Travis, and I think Barry.
Barry was here, yep.
So we put together some numbers. I think it came out to like $11,900. And I have it broken down,
This was for the truck and trailer
the truck, trailer, and
and the
porta
trash
potty.
pickup, yeah.
That's right.
All right, so that went through the litter court committee. Okay, I will say this, because I want it to be on public record, the president wasn't there.
Nope.
There was no quorum at that meeting. However, the president has no problem with this. Okay, I don't know why I didn't get an invite, but so be it, but I have no,
I gotta say, it had to be an oversight, cause you're.
but I have no issue with this, but if I wanted to push the button, okay, and I'm not, just want to throw that out also, because I'm not that type of guy, all right? But I have no problem with this.
So I have the breakdown in here if y'all wanna look at it.
It was the truck, trailer, and what
The
else?
truck, the trailer, high-side trailer.
Some supplies.
fuel.
Well, I believe, didn't we say the truck, that there was
We
a
have a truck.
truck not being
Mr.
used?
Travis said there's a truck that's not, or several, that's not being used, so from that aspect, then we don't need a vehicle. We talked about the fuel, the porta potty, high-side trailer, supplies.
Garbage bag.
Bags and
That'd
gloves.
go under supplies, so
Yeah.
that total was like right at 12,000,
Okay.
so.
And we'll have to get some orange vests.
We'll, you know, we can use this is a starting point, because I think there was some discussion.
Yeah, there'll be some other
So you
things
put
that
it-
we didn't think
it's in the
about.
budget.
And I'm pretty
So
sure they still want me to talk
But
to
if
a state,
it turns
right?
out that
Yeah.
we need
I've been
additional
on
like
vacation,
trucks
I
or
realize
whatever.
Hey, you should go to work, come back from vacation.
And I'm pretty sure Keep Louisiana Beautiful, doing some stuff towards like vests and grabbers.
They do, I think they do
Bags.
bags and things.
Yeah.
They probably have their own bags and stuff.
They might, they probably do.
All right, moving on to 16, we talking about approving existing employees from other departments to engage in the beautification program consisting of one truck driver, supervisor, laborers with the possibility of inmate labor and hiring a deputy to supervise inmates. All right, somebody talk to me about this.
Now, in your 12,000 budget was hiring a deputy.
No, ma'am, that was, no, in there.
Well,
We didn't put it?
we'll only need a deputy if we can get some
If you
inmate
get the
labor.
inmates, yeah.
Can we put a dollar amount in the budget? I know
Yeah.
we
Can.
I would have to know, like, as far as the deputy and what their cost would be.
Well, I know they charge $30 an hour. That's what they say.
30 an hour?
Yes, sir.
If you need more,
Can I go do
$30
that?
an hour.
You don't get paid that, but then guess what they.
And you don't pay the deputy. A lot of times they're off duty, you don't pay them, you pay the sheriff, and then he deals with
So
it.
that's not a
I was
funky
gonna ask-
process here, because when I was with Scott PD, when we worked off on our own time,
You was a popo?
that money came, pardon me?
Straight
You
to
was a
the,
popo?
I was a popo.
that should go straight to the deputy.
It came straight to, that check was made payable to me, it didn't go
But it doesn't work
to
that
our
way no more.
department.
The sheriff's
So I-
office changed, and the reason is
Probably a reason for it.
because they get, the sheriff pays all their insurance and retirement,
That's why.
both parties, you know, their proportion and the sheriff's portion. So that's why it's made out to the sheriff's office.
Well, when we talk
And that
about,
still doesn't make any sense to me, because but that's just how it works.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I'm
just how
not,
it works,
yeah,
it makes no
He-
sense to me, but.
He pays them.
that's the way they do
He
it.
pays the sheriff and he pays them.
when we talk about inmates, I was thinking on the term that we was gonna pay a security officer for the state prison.
We'll have to
That's what we have.
if we can get the inmates.
Yeah.
But this is, we talking about a half a day a week on
Just start off.
to start off
Start
with,
out.
on the other guy.
Well, and I'm confused about actually having to hire a deputy, because correct me
You,
if I'm wrong.
you don't have to hire a deputy unless we're using inmate
Only
labor.
for
But
inmates.
that's my question though, but if the sheriff allows trustees from his facility to go on a detail, he also has to provide a deputy to watch his inmates when they're away from the facility, so why do y'all have to hire a deputy?
Twyla, we don't even think we're gonna be able to use the sheriff. We think we're gonna try to get inmates from the prison.
Which would be federal inmates.
No,
State
they're
inmates.
state, but he will also have to supply a driver to watch over them.
Because I was gonna say, I guess my point is, there should be no cost as far as hiring security, because if a facility lets a
It's only if
trustee-
we,
work like that.
it's only if we can get the true inmate labor. Then we're gonna have to hire, we think we're gonna have to hire that guy. I don't know, the warden may do it. We're gonna ask them to come in one day a week with his road crew. Now, we don't even know if he'll do it.
But even if the sheriff supplied trustees to work for the parish in picking up trash,
Right.
we would still have to pay that security officer.
Yes. When I
The
hired,
sheriff would not pay that security officer,
that's right,
because that's something that he's not doing, the parish is doing.
that's right.
And we gotta foot the bill.
Well, listen, no, but I'm just telling you, don't mean I agree with it. But when I did the litter court, I requested a deputy to come as my bailiff, okay? So the first time I paid the guy directly, and I was told not to do that. Second time, then I was instructed to go to the sheriff's department to check, and he dealt with the guy. So that's the way.
That's how the sheriff's department does
And
it.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You
So
gotta go through
That's the way
him.
he does business.
But that's the way everybody does business. The state don't do business the same way.
Me.
I've done it at the state before. We done it with Cottonport.
Okay, who gonna be the existing employees? Where we gonna get
There's
these
4 or
employees?
5 that were mentioned. I don't remember who they were offhand.
So we gonna rotate employees from different,
Department?
Hopefully,
departments?
hopefully,
That's what you're looking at?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, half a day a week.
Okay, rotate.
So you, how many employees you talking about?
I don't
You
know.
gonna try to do it every day?
Oh, no, 1 day a week,
Or just one day a week?
half a day a week.
Or half a day a week?
Yeah.
Oh. So let me, you gonna get an employee to pick up paper half a day a week? That's what we talking about?
No, drive the truck.
Oh, drive the truck.
Yeah, we'll have hired, or we'll either have hired people picking up the paper, or those people who have to do community service.
Gotcha.
See, that's one of the things through litter court. See, I mean, I can find them financially, and I can also give them, community service.
And then they could be used on the litter program.
So,
That's a good.
And we don't hire Deputy for that.
That's better.
Pardon?
We don't
it
hire
it
Deputy for
sounds
that
good
either.
on paper, we'll see whether it
Like,
works
if
or
you're
not.
doing
Community service, yeah.
If you do intentional
And
littering.
it looks good.
That looks
besides
good.
the money
Sounds good
line,
too.
It's 8 hours of community service.
Start doing it.
Okay, we'll wait.
Well, we gotta have something for them to throw trash
I
in
gotta have
first.
a place to do it.
So
Just say you can
once a
do it.
week, we can probably get a whole, road done.
Jamie drive the truck.
It's a possibility.
You should be able to, or at least take a big chunk out of them. And we'll go to the worst ones first.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, that doesn't, I've done it, it doesn't go fast.
It doesn't
Yeah.
go fast.
Because we spent like, on the Dewey Bernard Road, from 115 to the, like, power station. And we were quite a few people. It took us 4 hours to clean that section.
You were there, Joey.
All right.
Joey was driving the truck.
Yeah.
All right,
We might get home by midnight.
okay, let's move on. Number 17 is authorize the president to write to the attorney general for an opinion to use health unit funds for the parish beautification litter program.
Also,
You
And
gonna
also
bring that
Animal control,
another,
too.
animal control
Yeah.
also?
Mr.
Yes.
Coco,
I had a letter also.
Okay.
you gonna bring that up, Mr. Coco?
Yeah.
You,
Mr.
you,
Spears?
you include that on your letter?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
all right,
Yeah,
good. I read
Jacob's,
it, it's pretty good.
Jacob's gonna bring
He's
it.
already got it, ready to go.
Jamie, we too want a copy right here.
All right,
I'll take a copy now, please.
number 18, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you.
Want to proceed with sale of adjudicated property to Eric Rusk. The parcel numbers here for $300. Eric Rusk owns the property that a building is sitting on that we own. And it was a house at one time. It's a little bit on the unused side now, but he agreed to pay us $300 to get it in his name so he can do what he wants with it.
We gonna get the whole 300?
Oh, the whole 300, yes.
Hey, man,
I think it's dilapidated now.
we're making money now.
Actually, that building is all cypress. There's nothing wrong with the building. It's solid. It's in Simsport,
It's in sport, across
right
from
across
School.
from the,
If you can
School.
find a storming artist, he can sell all of the cypress boards to them.
it's all pecky cypress, the whole building.
So what you gonna do with that surplus? You gonna tear this?
He's
apart
in
and
the
sell it?
construction business. He'll figure it out.
Gotcha, okay.
We just want to get the 300.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can do what he wants.
We want to get the building off our books, so.
Gotcha.
We get, yeah.
Okay, number 19 is approved TLO for litter abatement. I have no idea what this is about. You kind of,
understand those?
yeah.
It's in
Yeah,
there, it's in the
I don't know what
packet.
the initials stand for, but what this is an agency, and, they, have databases where they will provide information to, certain entities, which include government, employees. So through this, if you need to find a license plate number or an address on an individual, these people will provide it.
Oh, okay.
The cost, we
I
still
don't
kind of
know
playing on
anything.
the cost a little bit.
Oh, it's Tello.
They're not very, but it's like, I think it's about $120
$120 a month?
to run the service.
Are we still at odds with the sheriff on
Yeah, is this-
getting licenses?
Pardon me?
Are we still at odds with the sheriff's department on
You won't-
getting
yeah.
licenses?
You
And I don't wanna say it that way. I think that it's because of the new regulations that are with the privacy.
So we're gonna have to do this on our own, rather than going through the state or
Nobody
the
else
parish?
will do it, because now they've changed it to where each entity has a number, and you gotta be tracked when you call it.
Okay.
Jimmy, if a law enforcement, wouldn't it be a law enforcement agency that apply for this?
Would it have to be what?
For law enforcement?
No,
This is Tello, I'm familiar with Tello.
Government employees can do it.
Government employees do it? 'Cause I know for Tello, you have to be like a commissioned deputy to do this right here, or an agency to do this. Oh.
Well, at one time, I mean, depending on, I mean, you can make a request to the sheriff and he would do it, okay?
Can't
Yeah.
do that
And
anymore.
the new regulations now prevent
FBI
him
won't
doing
let you.
it. And better yet, like for instance, if I call the ward marshal and he did it for me, not good.
I
not
think there's
good.
only 2 people certified at the district attorney's office that can actually run a plate because the FBI is tracking it, and they have to provide
They track
a
it down.
reason.
Are we talking about NCIC?
No, sir.
Yeah.
This is like NCIC.
They can't run NCIC?
Called and
They
said, hey,
can.
Mr. Benson, you my buddy, can you run this plate?
Oh,
No,
and
you
that's
have to have
legal,
a reason.
but
Yeah.
that's always.
Yeah, but back
That's
in
all
the day,
tracked.
they
And
used to- it's
NCIC,
tracked. Yeah.
now, to run an NCIC, you have to have a reason why you're running Joey's
Traffic
plate.
stop, yeah.
Because I've been arrested,
Right.
then, you know, that's unreasonable. But just to, you know,
Just
pull
to
up
do
and,
it, no.
or investigation, but they, when the FBI comes in to the 911 center, and that's what started all this, they started questioning why deputies were running, plates and license and as such, and that's what brought all this about. So
They're
they
running for their
changed-
friends.
so
Because they were doing what
They
they
were running
shouldn't
for
have
their
been
friends.
doing.
Yeah. Mhm. Finding out where the.
And Joey, is it the same, are you familiar, is it the same Tello that law enforcement uses for telephone lookup?
Mhm.
I don't know anything about this one. Yes,
It
sir.
is.
And this
I'm
can,
not familiar with it at
this
all.
can help us how?
It is.
Exactly, like right now, we have a video of a guy
Hello,
throwing
it's
tires
me.
out, and the instructor's right there with
to
the
use
license.
Big
Stream.
All right, yeah.
I have no way to know, I have no
It's the
way
same thing.
of knowing who this guy is, and no agency can tell me who they got.
Okay, but you're going back to the point, that ought to be, talking to the sheriff, that should be turned over to the sheriff.
Do we wanna turn this case over to the sheriff? We can do it ourselves.
Not
All
if
we
you
gotta
can't run
know
the
is,
plate.
all I need to know is, who is this guy? And then he'll get a summons, and he'll come to court.
But why don't we turn stuff over like that to the sheriff? Why won't we put it like that to the means to find out
Well, then I think, why are we doing this whole little program?
No, we don't wanna get it, but Mr. Jamie, okay, I'm just saying, how much is we talking about? How much is this gonna run?
It looks like it's about $120
A month? And it's, we gonna get $120 worth out of
It's
it.
just too costly.
Well, okay, so the one guy that we're looking at, this guy is looking at gross, little, and fine. So that's $600, okay?
And we can handle gross litter cases?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Number 4. But I need to know who we're dealing with.
but we can't go to the sheriff's office and ask them to run this plate.
No more.
I went to 911 and asked, and then they told me they couldn't.
Because a non-law enforcement is trying to run the plate, and that's just not allowed, bottom line.
And this gives you authority to run it.
Do I?
That's
And as a
confusing.
government
This a
employee, he can do it.
And the
Okay.
DA couldn't
Listen,
do
I'm
it
just gonna tell
Okay,
you.
all right, I'm just trying to,
I understand. Now
trying to
listen,
process it.
He's already been applied, he's applied for this and been approved. All we need
Is
is money.
The
Okay,
DA can't run this either. There's nobody in the DA's office could run this.
I don't think he can run it and provide it to me.
okay, all right, just, so we all understand, all right, I understand the
Think so.
purpose of it now, okay, all right? Number 20, introduce the tire ordinance,
have it right here. We didn't have one, did we?
We did not have an
Did not have one at all. We just, we studied this and came up with it. I think it's pretty good. I think it'll help clean up some of it. We are the tire capital of the state, I think.
Evidently.
So.
It's where they all gravitate to.
All right, so this has been introduced and we'll be asking for a public hearing.
Public hearing, yeah.
On it.
Well,
Okay.
I know years ago after the 73 flood, it seems to me that Pullinger passed an ordinance that you could not put tars in a flood zone. I don't know where it's at.
Find it for me.
That,
That's the problem.
So you weren't able to fire any?
No, I found nothing.
Okay.
I couldn't find
So
it.
there,
So what we did is we just, with the planning commission,
I know.
we just got it to y'all.
Yeah, that's good.
We just hashed it out, came out with a whole tire disposal.
and this is it, and we'll be asking for a public hearing on it, so we got it done.
It actually looks like a pretty good ordinance.
It is.
I think that's something we need.
All right, number 21 is approve a variance for 3 RVs on Pecan Drive for William Hammond. You wanna touch on that, Sam?
Yeah, he came to the planning commission and asked for that permission and they granted it.
Okay.
They
They're good.
recommend it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good with it.
How about the deal on Cocoville? We did the same thing for them, and you know what happened the other night?
Okay, my understanding is that, Robert is going to go talk to them, and if they are in fact renting those campers out, which it looks like they are, we're gonna pull their power.
That's the ones on Cocoville?
Yeah.
And
So the
they're gonna
deal,
have to
instead of
come
it
back
just
in.
being for family members, they ultimately end up renting.
Yeah,
renting
they
them.
came, they
The recourse is to pull their power through the permit process.
So we approved it now, to
Yeah.
begin with.
Something that, when the colonel was here, there was some discussion about pulling power to enforce ordinances. If I'm not mistaken, CLECO will do it, Energy will not.
Well,
So you gotta,
we'll have to deal with that as we get to it, but if you're renting an RV out, you may have a refrigerator that's on, but I don't know whether you're gonna have spoilable food in it. And actually, that's not necessarily our problem. They violated what they came and asked us to do.
So then
well,
what,
no, but what
Behave,
I'm,
you'll
all
be
I'm
in
saying is that
Energy may not pull it, yeah.
Energy,
won't just.
I don't know who on Cocoville.
But then what's
Well, it's probably Clico
what's
there
the
too.
process, Sam, like if y'all find out for sure that they're renting out those RVs that's in violation of the reason y'all gave the, variance. So then would it, the next step be a letter to them saying, hey, it's come to our attention, you're renting them out, you have violated the variance we gave you, you no longer are authorized, you'll have to build your bathhouse, you'll have to do whatever to be in compliance according to the state.
I don't know that we talked about a letter. I think we talked about pulling the power.
Okay, well, Energy's not gonna pull the power unless there's some kind of paper trail, is my understanding.
I don't know.
How we know it's energy?
Pardon me?
We don't know it's energy.
That is correct, that is
We might
correct,
be
we
the
don't.
Okay.
We don't.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Number
Now, the
20
one on Pecan Drive, what's the reason for their asking for a variance, is just
Family.
for a family?
Family and hardship, yeah.
Number 22, discuss the Veterans Office. I wasn't able to go, but got a call from the DA, said he had a place. I think, Alan, you want, and
We haven't heard back yet from the Veterans Office. We did have an office from the DA that is offered to them. The veteran administrator said he was very pleased with it and he was gonna recommend it to his office in Baton Rouge, but I haven't heard back from him since
okay,
then.
maybe I'll get Jamie to call him and see, expedite
See
that.
where that is.
Boy, they sure was fast on when we were going to move him to the little portable building. They sure jumped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll make her, see if we can't get a hold of her. But yeah, go ahead.
So the deal with the office, how, and I know nothing about this, but where is this guy, how often does he come here?
Supposed to come 5
Every
days a
day.
week.
5 days a
Where
week.
does this guy come?
No,
Thibodeau.
2 days a week.
Where does he come?
In
Thibodeau.
Marksville. He's not here 5 days a week.
He's supposed to.
Thibodeau. He comes from Thibodeau, Louisiana. He drives every day.
Who is that?
A VA
I understand, but that ain't, that,
officer.
listen, our issue is finding him a place.
That's
The
it.
other issues is on the veterans, guys. And, I've brought that up. They're not too, he's not, I mean, he's easy to work with, but I'm talking about the veteran affairs. They kinda let these guys operate off the cuff. This was told to me by somebody that was in there
I
before.
didn't know. That's his-
Yeah, it is. I think it's, that's
He's not
ridiculous. You
satisfied
can't
with his
find.
working arrangements, but he will be satisfied if he moves into the DA's office.
Yeah, and that's
And
all, that's all we're
That's all we're
obligated.
obligated to.
Yeah. But you know, that point's been made though, Mr. Jimmy. Okay, number 23, Mark and Clyde, one of y'all gonna appoint Mr. LaBorde?
Yeah, we both will.
Okay, Clyde,
She lives in,
Clyde, this,
Clark
Yeah,
District,
so
yeah.
he gonna give me the
all right.
opportunity to do that. We already talked. We
That's
do
good.
it.
Yeah, that's all good.
All right, number 24. I think we have an engineer in the house, Mike can help us with this one. Consider entering a cooperative endeavor agreement with the Avoyelles Parish School Board to clean the parking lot and driveways in connection with the ball fields or any other use, further agreeing to be liable for responsible repair and any damage caused to the parking service and driveways in connection with the use of the ball fields. Is this hindering y'all's?
Yes, so for some reason, the Office of Land Management is requiring this cooperative endeavor agreement before they're going to give school boards their lease and give you your new lease.
But it sounds like we,
You have to have a new
but it
lease.
sounds like we're responsible for
Yeah,
all.
there's somewhere in here that makes us responsible for anything that goes
Everything.
wrong
It
over
pretty
there.
much says anything that, well, here's my understanding based on what, the president just read, is if you use the parking lot, which of course you have to, because you're only parking for the ball field, if you damage it, then you're responsible for repairing it. And that's my understanding of what this says.
Who?
Who?
The police jury is responsible for
Yeah.
repairing it if a parent drives off a culvert and breaks it?
Well, it's just a stone
This
parking
says,
lot right now.
Well, it ain't gonna be
excuse
much
me,
damage.
this doesn't say, police jury, this says the school board.
Well, the first one does, one of them I think makes us, get two of them.
Well, it's not
Do you
really,
have a copy of the E CEA?
One says police
I don't-
jury, one says school board.
So what is this at?
this is Bay Hills.
Bay
Hang on,
Hills.
hang on.
The new 100-foot ballparks,
Okay, so,
T-ball parks.
Ultimately, what this is about is this has to be done for us to get our lease. Why is the Office of Land Management requiring this? I have no idea.
Cause somebody gotta be responsible.
but aren't these parking lots shared?
They are shared, but they're on the lease of the school board. They will be on the school board
So,
lease.
so we're gonna be responsible for the repairs and they own.
I know, I think, well, listen, I don't know what those documents right there say. I think I glanced at them today. That's really not what I was here for.
We need to, we're gonna have to talk about this Tuesday night
Yeah.
with our attorney. I know the superintendent called me, she threw this up at me, and I understood it was y'all trying to get going, but you know,
This is hindering us from starting construction in 2 weeks.
Is this what we did the open permit for?
Yes. Yes.
maybe
And I know that sounds a little crazy, but we can't work on the
Maybe-
property till we have.
maybe Jonathan and Charlotte can, I mean, I'm reading this and
Does it
we
match
don't
what
own
you
it,
have
and
right
but
here?
we paying, if something goes wrong with it, we're responsible for
I
it.
don't know if it matches what this item says, does it?
Here.
Well, what does the agreement say? Does it say that the school board is assuming liability, or the school board and or the police?
We're
Police jury.
assuming,
I'll tell you.
Just the police jury.
Just the police jury?
we're assuming a
That's the way I
liability.
read it.
The intent of the,
And that's what they
state
got.
land office was to make sure that you guys have access to that parking lot. If there was some additional language put in here about who's going to maintain or repair it,
Look
I
at the
think that
top
was
of page 2.
probably a decision decision on the school board's part, which, and guys, if you're using the parking lot.
Why can't we split the bill?
I'm down with the school board wrote
I
this
think
up, huh?
I think the intent was when you use it.
Undoubtedly, they wrote
When we use it,
I think that's the intent.
but they're gonna be using this parking lot for y'all's building, you building also? Okay, we need some clarification on this, guys. And maybe Jonathan or Charlie can help us out with that. And look, I don't wanna hinder your work process. Yeah, I don't necessarily like the wording of that.
This was, I don't know who drafted this up. I thought that your attorney looked at it, but I do not, I
Well,
can't say.
that's what she told me, that Charlie had looked at it, so maybe he can clarify it. Okay? All right, number 25 is an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Marksville for assistance with repairs to North Fair Street Bridge. PJ is to supply the equipment and employees. Marksville to pay for all materials and supply laborers as needed.
Yeah, it's North Fair Street, one of Marksville's, bridges. It needs some repairs. They called me about it right at the last meeting, so I went and I did an inspection on it. And as busy as we are, Marksville's pretty much going to supply everybody to do it. I'll probably go do the repairs, run the equipment and supervise it. I told him I'd go supervise, but Tim's gonna be busy, so that's what we're looking at is, us bringing a piece of equipment over there, doing the demolition for them, supervising, driving a pile, replacing a cap. And I'll have all their people doing all the work. They just don't have the equipment to do this.
They're good at giving us the labor.
Yeah, they don't have the equipment or the know-how to rebuild this. So I just want to put it on there. I want to do an IJ on this one, just simply because of the liability on it, since it is a bridge. It's not just like we're going clean the bay in Cottonport or dig the ditches in Hesper. It's a little different. You know.
How long of time would you looking to do that?
Probably be about 4 or 5 days.
Where are they gonna,
Go ahead.
how are they gonna get in and out?
They're making they're actually building another exit to the subdivision through your brother's property. They're gonna put a culvert back there and put some rock and then put a gate. So when the bridge ever gets shut down again, they'll always have access. That's what I told them. I said, first thing y'all do, get access in and out for your residents. Once you get that and get that down right, call me. We'll set up the time when I can get the equipment there. They're gonna furnish everything to block the road off and everything.
So for our equipment and our fuel, in the past, Mark, you probably know, in the past, what they did, they gave us a break like on the water bill at the courthouse.
Okay. Well, they went and cut grass for us the other day on two of our roads.
Will and deal.
Yeah,
Well, we could ask them.
yeah. I mean, if y'all want to ask them, go ahead. But Rondell and I always work really good together.
Oh, so you'd already made it, I don't want to spoil y'all
Yeah.
deal, no, I'm just
But,
asking, but
yeah. They
I'm
went
out
cut-
of this, I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, you did.
We cut the grass one time on Boulevard.
Yeah,
They
you
cut
did.
it the next time. Same thing on Legion.
Yeah, they
I heard you.
Actually cut that this
but
time.
you can, I was just thinking that,
You were thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However y'all want to do it.
Okay.
Don't worry, yeah, that's okay.
Okay, any other items? need to
Yeah,
be-
speaking to this guy this morning about another possible solar farm site in the parish, we had asked for an exemption from DEQ so that we could use our permit rather than the state's permit. Did we ever get an answer? Or do I need to get with Jamie on that?
I haven't heard anything.
I never thought to follow it up, but I will.
But they was told to contact us.
The guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhett sent him to me and Kevin, and we,
Yeah, he called me, he talked to somebody, he called me about the solar farm, and I put him in touch with the same. But I don't know any of the details, I don't know.
we're not gonna
You think he called
discuss.
the permit off? Did he call, April, maybe?
No, he called me.
Okay, all right.
But it was partly about permits. It was basically the whole process, but we're not gonna discuss his business.
Okay.
But I need to find out whether or not we're exempted from the state.
Check with her.
I'll get with Jamie on that.
Any other business? All right, mind everybody, it's Wednesday, not next Tuesday, all right? And it's gonna be cold Monday and Tuesday too.
Oh, can I make an announcement since you said Monday? My VFW auxiliary is having a Veterans Day event outdoors Monday at
Edgar
Edgar
Cook.
Park, so it's gonna be a little chilly. We're gonna have to suffer.
Where's Edgar Park? I
Edgar
called him today.
Park. Yeah, so all are welcome. You can tell he knows where.
I got
Edgar Park is.
invited, Beverly called me.
All
Yeah.
are welcome to attend, if you know any veterans, if you know anybody who might be interested. Unfortunately, it will be a little cold, probably a